Hey Cam, how are you? Congratulations. I've gotten to see you every Pac-12 tournament that comes to Vegas. You've had obviously a lot of success in college. You're off to a great start this season. I talked to Nafisa Collier and Cheryl Reeve last night and to get their perspective on the Olympics, and it's such a different vibe. Can you talk about the range of emotions from yesterday? We saw the video. Just it's a whole different, I would imagine, piece of success to your career, and sort of elaborate if you would.
Yeah, I think it's all been really sudden. I didn't know I had no idea I would make the team. Of course, I was aiming for it, but it was definitely a huge surprise, and it's always, the biggest honor in my opinion to represent your country, especially at the Olympics. So it's just a huge honor, and I'm really excited to play with Haley, Ryan, and Sierra. There's some great people, so I'm just really excited to get to Paris.
If I can do a quick follow up, I remember last year at the All Star Weekend, you were with Haley. You guys had a lot of footage, a lot of background, and I know you guys are close. The conversation maybe you shared after you both were told, and how I think that's a little more special for you, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, we just called and we were, just really happy for each other. Yeah, she's definitely a really close friend of mine, and I'm just proud of, all the adversity she's overcome. And yeah, she's just gonna be really fun to play with. So
Thanks, Cam.
All right, we'll do James followed by Ben.
Hi, Cameron. Jim Conlon here from RCB Radio Sport Ireland. Cameron, a quick question for you. Growing up watching the Olympic Games as a child, the Olympics would happen every sort of 4 years or so. Who were your heroes from other sports in terms of US Olympians? Did you look up to Phelps, Johnson, Simone Biles, Alison Felix, Gail Devers? Who were the inspirations for a young Cameron Brink growing up in terms of USA Olympians?
Obviously there's so many. I would say definitely, like, I love volleyball, so Carrie Walsh Jennings is a huge role model for me. She went to Stanford as well. Honestly, anyone that's, went to Stanford, there's like a huge Olympian list of Stanford athletes. So I think just like being able to add that to that culture is huge for me. This is obviously Brianna Stewart has been in multiple Olympics, Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird. I could go on, but yeah, there's a lot of amazing women and men that I've looked up to.
And final question for me, Cameron. Traveling to Europe, travel to France, Paris, in terms of the Olympic Games, the sort of such, is there a sort of a great sense of pride getting on that plane, arriving in a foreign country, being with all the different USA athletes from all different variety of sports, getting to cheer them on when you're not performing, getting to watch other athletes in their prime as well, the whole Olympic Village environment? Is that something that you are really exciting for the whole experience as well, aside from playing basketball?
Yeah, I think especially the opening ceremony is going to be really cool. Just excited for that, just to be a part of such a, historic moment, and just, yeah, representing my country, but also just kind of admiring and appreciating the other countries and, their talents and hard work. So it's gonna be really cool.
All right, Ben Parker followed by Doug Green.
Hey Cameron, Ben Parker from Stanford Rivals here. Good to see you again. Just first of all, I want to get your thoughts on just playing 3-on-3 basketball as a sport. How do you what are aspects about 3-on-3 hoops that you like as opposed to 5-on-5? Just how is it different? What do you like about the 3-on-3 experience?
Yeah, it's very different. I would say it's way more exhausting than 5-on-5. It's just a game that you need to be able to make tough decisions when you're really fatigued. So it's really fast paced. You don't have any time to dwell on your mistakes. For a player like me, I enjoy, I'm allowed to be more versatile and kind of do a little bit of everything. So
And then also just talk about too, just kind of what's been kind of the reaction from former Stanford teammates, Stanford athletes, people that you've known from your time on the farm. Just what's there been kind of reaction to you being an Olympian been? Yeah.
Everyone's just super supportive. I mean, it was just announced yesterday. I haven't been able to look at all the texts I've received, because I'm playing games right now. So it's just a really busy time, but I'm appreciative for all the support from them. They mean the world to me. So definitely miss them back there, and hope I get to see them soon.
All right, Doug Green followed by Brendan Potts.
Hi, Cam. Nice to meet you. Was wondering how you saw your game fitting in with the others that were announced for the roster yesterday.
Yeah, we've all played with each other before, so I would just say I'm definitely like the big of the team, and Sierra Burdick as well, but I add some good length. We setting some screens, I could come off of some with Sierra, and yeah, we'll just really gel with each other, but we still haven't really been together as a core group yet, so we still have a lot of work to put in.
Thank you.
Brendan, followed by Ron.
Hey Cam, hope you're doing well. This question for me, like, what where does this rank in your list of accomplishments, whether it's from getting drafted to winning at Stanford and winning a national championship your freshman year? Where does this accomplishment rank in your list of success?
I haven't really even had time to process it, but I would say it's up there. I don't know if I could rank my accomplishments, but obviously there's still a lot of work to be done. We want to win gold, so it definitely is an accomplishment in itself to be an Olympian. But it's definitely a goal I've had since, honestly, even before being a WNBA player, I wanted to be an Olympian. So it's definitely like a really big deal for me.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, Ron, followed by Brenna.
Excuse me, Ron Krajcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. You talked a little earlier about the differences in 3-on-3. I'm curious if you could articulate what the vibe's like, the intensity in a 3-on-3 game. It seems like a very different atmosphere. And what do you expect that to be like in Paris? And I have one follow-up after you're done, please.
Yeah, I said this before, but it's just a game where you have no time to dwell on mistakes. It's really fast paced. You're forced to play under, exhaustion and guard all positions and really communicate well. So it's just like 5-on-5, high end, in my opinion. And, really kind of helps me improve my 5-on-5 game as well. So.
And how has your life sort of changed since you turned to pro and becoming WNBA? And it seems like the attention and the spotlight's even more on you. How, beyond the basketball, how has that affected your life, or how has it changed your life?
Life, I don't know, honestly, it's busy as it always has been. It's just, you always just adjust, and I have the best people around me to help me. But yeah, life has definitely become so much more full and exciting. I definitely miss college at some points, but I really think I'm where I'm meant to be. So it's great.
And one last quick thing, any thoughts on the new 3-on-3 league that's being started professionally? Is that something you might be interested in? How important do you think that is as a potential off-season option for WNBA players?
Yeah, I think what Brianna Stewart and Nafisa are doing is really amazing, and I know there's some really cool people backing it. So yeah, I just really appreciate what they're doing. I think it'll be really exciting. I hope fans tune into it, and yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Last question, Brenna.
I'm just curious, when you started bursting onto the scene as a teenager, what would have been your reaction at that age if I would have told you at 22 that you would be an Olympian?
I believe, I don't know, I think it would just kind of be a shock, but I do think, it's just always been a huge goal of mine. I knew I don't know, I would have thought I'd achieve it this young. And there's been much younger Olympians, but for me, this is a big deal, and I've worked really hard for it. There's been a lot of really hard nights, long days, traveling to crazy places, remote places to just, be able to qualify for this. And, right after the draft, I was exhausted mentally, physically, and then went straight to Olympic tryouts. So it was a sacrifice that was worth making, and, I'm glad it paid off.
Thank you, Cam. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on being named to Team USA's Women's National 3x3 team. Can you just walk me through the emotions that you felt when you found out that you made the roster?
Yeah, it was a complete surprise to me. I was not expecting, Jay Demings to walk into the door, my really close family friend's house. So it was a huge surprise, definitely a huge flood of emotions. But yeah, I definitely don't take it lightly, and I'm just, excited to get to work.
What would 7-year-old you say to you in this moment? Would you believe that you're here and that you're going to go to the Olympics?
Um, Probably not, but I do remember when I was 7, around that age, I would watch opening ceremonies and just think how amazing they are, the, you know, uniqueness of it, how it just feels so uniting. So it's definitely something I've dreamed of for a really long time. And I wouldn't have, believed that I'd make it, especially this young, I guess, in my career. So it's just really exciting for me.
This is your first Olympics, and you mentioned when you found out in that moment that you were sharing that moment with family and friends. You're heading to Paris, and Steph Curry is also heading to Paris for the first time in his career. What does that mean to you to have this shared moment together to be Olympians?
Yeah, it means the world. I know my mom and my godmother, Sonia Curry, were getting emotional about it and just saying how, it's really cool that we get to share this experience. Even though I think we'll be in different parts of, where Olympic Village is and all that. But I think, yeah, it's just really special for both of our families.
What do you enjoy the most about the 3-on-3 format?
Definitely, you just don't have any time to dwell on mistakes. So I just love how fast paced it is, how free flowing it feels. I feel like you learn to get really close with your 3 other teammates and just a kind of bond that's really unique to the sport. So it's one of my favorite, outside of 5-on-5, it's my second favorite sport.
What parts of your game do you see will be a strength with this roster? You have Ryan Howard, Sierra, and Haley Van Lith, as well as yourself. What strengths do you see as a contributing factor?
Yeah, Ryan can literally do everything, and Haley's a bulldog and will bring energy and fight to every game. And Sierra is just such a solidified vet. So she's definitely our floor general out there and just can do everything as well. So I think we're a versatile group. We haven't really all played together, you know, yet at all, but we just are gonna take advantage of the time we have together before, and I really have confidence in us.
This roster is unique in the sense that it bolsters players that have not only 5-on-5, but that 3-on-3 experience. How does this dual experience benefit the team?
Yeah, I think, everyone, especially in the States, you start out with 5-on-5, 3-on-3 is the sport that's gaining popularity, and the rules are kind of hard to catch on to, but we take what we know for 5-on-5. There's obviously a ton of crossover, and you just try your best to adjust and adapt to the rules and just find plays and sets that work for the group. But yeah, I think all of us have had experience in both 5-on-5 and 3-on-3, so it'll be beneficial for sure.
You won a gold medal with Sierra and Haley Van Lith at the FIBA 3-on-3 World Cup, and now you're on the cusp of going to Paris and being able to win a gold medal at the Olympics. So how does that previous success influence your confidence and your approach as you prepare for Paris?
Yeah, it's huge. I think that World Cup tournament was my first 3-on-3 tournament. So just knowing that, I won MVP of that, and, I can take that confidence into this Olympics, and yeah, just heavily rely on my teammates and their energy and support. And yeah.
Okay, Paris is known as the fashion capital of the world, and I've been thoroughly enjoying all of your game day tunnel fits with the LA Sparks. So what can we expect to see from you in Paris in terms of your style and your fashion?
I don't think I'll have any time to step out. So probably a lot of USA gear, a lot of sweats, but I will be admiring all the shopping and fashion there for sure.
How would you describe your own personal style when you're preparing for game day fits?
It's definitely really girly. Ever since I was young, I've just always been obsessed with skirts and heels. So definitely really feminine. But there's days where I switch it up. But I just honestly have a lot of fun with my mom, just putting stuff together, and brands send me a lot of things, which is very nice. So I just kind of get to play dress up every day, and it's me, loving the little girl side of myself, I guess.
Okay, and I have two more for you. Well, one more. 1 second. As you prepare for the Paris Olympics, how does it feel to be part of the legacy left by the previous 3-on-3 team that won the gold medal in Tokyo?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, big shoes to fill, and they're all, such solidified vets in the league. And yeah, you just try to, play to impress and support what they've done. And yeah, I think we'll make them proud for sure.
And is there anything else you would like to say about, this journey of being selected on the team, or just what you're looking forward to?
Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, by me and the other people that have been selected. So I think, it was great the way they surprised us. I think we were really antsy to hear, what the answers were, who was selected, and, a lot of amazing people tried out. And I think anyone could have really been named to the team and been successful. So it just is a huge honor that they choose you out of everybody. One of 4 spots it's slim picking. So, it's just gives you some confidence, for the rest of the W season before the Olympic break. And yeah, it's just a dream come true.
I do have one last one. As you think about the growth of the women's game and the opportunity to represent Team USA on the main stage, how do you see that, just adding to the growth of women's sports?
I think, I'm a very small part of that, but I think, it's humbling. And, I hope, all the support that has, kind of been added to the league this year, the W, continues to Olympics. I hope people tune into 5-on-5 and 3-on-3. I don't think as many people know about 3-on-3, but, it's really exciting. It's a great sport in of itself. And yeah, I'm very excited to get to Paris.
All right, Cameron, thank you so much. Appreciate you, and good luck in Paris.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Lauren. Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.